Some NPCs in today's games are so smart they feel almost real. They can chat, react emotionally, and even remember what you did in the past, all thanks to AI. Gone are the days of lifeless shopkeepers and robotic quest givers. AI is making NPCs more human-like than ever, and it's completely changing how we experience games. The evolution of NPCs, from basic to brilliant. Back in the day, NPCs were simple. They repeated the same lines, never reacted to your actions, and just stood around like background props. Shopkeepers sold items, quest givers gave tasks, and townsfolk mumbled the same greetings over and over. It worked, but it wasn't exactly thrilling. Now, AI-driven NPCs are a whole different story. They adapt, react, and evolve based on your choices. They feel like real characters, not just extras filling space. Take Red Dead Redemption 2. If you're polite, NPCs greet you warmly. Act like a jerk, and they'll ignore or even challenge you. These small details make the world feel alive. Think about it. Just a few years ago, talking to an NPC felt like talking to a brick wall. No matter what you did, they'd say the same thing. Now they respond like real people. It's wild how far we've come. And we're just getting started. As AI advances, NPCs will only become smarter and more interactive, making games even more immersive. How AI is changing NPC behavior. AI is revolutionizing how NPCs act. They used to follow rigid scripts, but now they learn from your choices and react in real time. For example, OpenAI has trained NPC bots that don't just follow simple attack patterns in shooter games. Instead, they adjust their tactics based on how you play. If you're cautious, they become aggressive. If you rush in, they play defensively. Voice AI is also a game changer. NPCs now have realistic voices with distinct tones and personalities. Instead of the same robotic-sounding dialogue, characters can express different emotions: anger, joy, sarcasm, you name it. But there's a challenge. If AI isn't done right, NPCs can feel unnatural or creepy, breaking immersion instead of enhancing it. Developers have to strike the right balance to keep interactions feeling real. When AI is used effectively, though, it makes the game world feel alive. Conversations become meaningful and players connect with NPCs on a deeper level, bringing NPCs to life with voice AI. One of the most exciting changes in gaming today is AI-generated voices. This technology makes NPCs more unique and engaging than ever. Companies like 11 Labs are leading the way, allowing developers to create lifelike voices without hiring tons of voice actors. This makes it easier for even small studios to create detailed, fully voiced NPCs. But it's not just about having more voices. AI voices can also change based on the situation. An NPC might sound strict when giving a warning, but friendly when sharing a personal story. This level of realism adds a new layer of depth to the experience. I remember playing a game where an NPC's voice was so realistic, I thought it was an actual person. It completely caught me off guard and made the game feel so much more immersive. Of course, this tech comes with concerns. Some worry AI will replace human voice actors or that voice cloning could be misused. Developers will need to be mindful of these issues as the tech continues to grow. Still, one thing's clear. AI voices are making NPCs feel more real than ever. Personalize NPC interactions. Your choices matter. AI is taking NPC interactions to the next level by making them deeply personal. NPCs can now remember your past actions and change their behavior accordingly, making every playthrough unique. Take Cyberpunk 2077. The game's AI-driven updates let NPCs remember if you've wronged them. Double-cross someone? They won't help you later. Stay loyal? You might unlock hidden missions and special dialogue. This kind of personalization makes games feel less scripted and more like living, breathing worlds. Your choices have real consequences, and that's what makes it so immersive. Another bonus, replay value. Since NPCs react differently depending on your actions, there's always a reason to play again and see how things change. But there's a downside. If an NPC becomes too aware of your actions, it can feel unsettling. Nobody wants an NPC that feels like they're stalking you. Developers have to be careful not to cross that line from engaging to creepy. Still, when done right, personalized NPC interactions make games more immersive, meaningful, and memorable. The big question: ethics and creativity. As AI makes NPCs more lifelike, we have to ask some big questions. For one, what happens when NPCs become too realistic? If they mimic human emotions and personalities too well, will players start forming emotional bonds with them? Could this blur the line between fiction and reality? There's also the issue of how players treat NPCs. When an NPC feels human, does it change how we interact with them? Should developers add safeguards to prevent toxic behavior? On the creative side, AI opens up amazing possibilities. Writers and designers can use AI to create dynamic stories that react in real time to player choices. This could lead to deeper, richer storytelling than ever before. But AI can't replace human creativity. The best games will always be the ones that balance AI-driven elements with real human storytelling. AI is a tool, one that can enhance games, not replace the imagination behind them. Game devs will need to find that balance, making sure AI adds to the experience without taking away from the heart and soul of gaming. The future of NPCs. What's next? AI is taking NPCs to a whole new level, making them smarter, more interactive, and more immersive than ever. But the best games will always be the ones crafted with human creativity at the core. AI can help build dynamic worlds, but it's the passion of game developers that makes them unforgettable. In the future, NPCs could form deeper relationships with players, remember past interactions even more vividly, and adapt to emotional situations in complex ways. But that progress should always support, not overshadow, the artistic elements of gaming. At the end of the day, the future of gaming lies in the collaboration between human creativity and AI technology. The devs who master this balance will shape the next generation of unforgettable games. Next time you're playing, pay attention to how NPCs react to you. You might be surprised at just how lifelike they've become. What do you think? Is AI making NPCs more fun or just kind of weird? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.